Hey explorers, it's your adventure podcast hostess with the mostest, Katie Staples. Join me for travel stories, tips, and tricks to help you explore and make unforgettable memories. Follow along on Instagram at the.great.escape.podcast and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can be the first to hear new tips. Today we're heading deep into the heart of Texas, San Antonio. This city has it all: history, food, culture, and a river that basically exists for people watching and margarita sipping. If you've only got a few days here, I'll help you make the most of it. I've got the perfect mix of classic sites, quirky finds, and plenty of food and drink recommendations because, let's be real, we don't travel on an empty stomach around here. First off, getting here is a breeze. San Antonio International is basically the cutest little convenient airport. It's not one of those walk 47 minutes to your gate, stopping for a nap halfway situations. You land, grab your bag, and you're basically ready to hit the Riverwalk within the hour. Now, no trip to San Antonio is complete without a stop at the Alamo. It's free to wander the grounds, free to pop into the church, and if you're feeling nerdy, you can pay for the guided tour or the museum. The Alamo isn't just a pit stop for a selfie. It's the site of one of the most pivotal battles in American history. Back in 1836, during the Texas Revolution, a few hundred Texian defenders, including names you've definitely heard, Davy Crockett, James Bowie, and William B. Travis, held out for 13 days against thousands of Mexican troops led by General Santa Anna. Spoiler alert, they didn't win, but their sacrifice became a rallying cry for Texas independence. Remember the Alamo. When you visit today, you'll walk through the iconic Alamo Church, which is the centerpiece of the grounds, and around it, you'll find the Long Barrack Museum, which is the oldest building still standing there. It holds artifacts like weapons, uniforms, and personal items from the defenders. The Alamo Gardens offer a quiet place to reflect and take a breather if you've been out in that Texas sun. There's also the Living History Encampment, where reenactors sometimes demonstrate what life was like in the 1830s. Think blacksmithing, cooking, and musket drills. Stepping inside the Alamo grounds feels like it's stepping back in time. It's sobering, fascinating, and absolutely worth experiencing. Here's the deal, though. The Alamo itself is sacred history, but the surrounding plaza, it's a little sad to see the tourist attractions detract from the San Antonio authenticity. You've got the Wax Museum, Ripley's Believe It or Not, and even a mirror maze right on the plaza. The good news is downtown San Antonio is actually really clean, super walkable, and surprisingly safe feeling even at night. You'll find yourself strolling down charming streets like Pecan Street and 3rd Street, which make you feel like you stumbled into a charming little town rather than a major city. One evening, I made my way to Back Unturned Brewing. Highly recommend. I love getting to taste a few local favorites everywhere I go. So here I got a flight of the Queen of Beers honey beer, a cherry habanero cider with a sneaky afterkick. Did not realize that was what was on the rotating cider tap when I ordered it. A blueberry sour that tasted like summer in a glass, and dream juice. They've got a great food menu too, which has a little bit of something for everyone. Now from there, I walked back to my hotel a little less than 2 miles along the Riverwalk. And listen, the Riverwalk is the San Antonio experience. This place is the heartbeat of the city. Picture a winding river lined with stone walkways, cafes, bars, and little shops. They have twinkle lights hanging over the bridges at night. It's like a Disney version of a riverfront, only it's real. It's absolutely charming. You're strolling right next to this slow, meandering river. Like, honestly, it moves so slow. You'll feel like you're outpacing it even after a few margaritas. You pass under several little arched bridges, and people are just out enjoying the vibe. Pro tip, hop on one of the riverboat tours. They pack in about 35 people, and you'll get history plus a breeze on a hot Texas day. If you can swing a night tour, the glow of the lights makes it extra magical. And if shopping's your therapy, the River Center Mall is right there on the water too. My personal recommendation, skip the chain stores, grab a margarita at one of the riverside restaurants, and just people watch. It's free entertainment, and trust me, there's always something happening. All right, let's talk food. San Antonio is basically a Tex-Mex capital, and if you leave hungry, that's on you. So here's some highlights. Tacopolis has tacos that are the real deal. Birria, barbacoa, carnitas, all around $4. Cheap, messy, and delicious. La Fonda on Main is a true institution. Their enchiladas callejeras will make you want to write poetry. Then there's Los Barrios. The beef fajitas, let's just say if I had to pick a last meal, they're in the running. And then you have Iron Cactus right on the Riverwalk. The views are great, the tequila bar is even better, and it's one of those places where you go in for one drink and suddenly a couple margaritas later, you're singing along with the mariachi band. And don't sleep on breakfast. The original donut shop serves tacos that will cure any bad decisions you made the night before. Plus, they're known for donuts with a creative twist. Because why not follow a chorizo taco with a sprinkle-covered pastry? Balance. Want drinks? Hugman's Oasis is pure tiki escapism. Think umbrellas in your cocktails and tropical vibes. And then there's Waxy O'Connor's, where you've got to order the frozen Irish coffee. Frozen Irish coffee. Just trust me, it sounds odd, but it's like dessert and caffeine and booze all had a baby. If you're in town for a few days, take a quick 30-minute drive out to the Natural Bridge Caverns. I did the Discovery Tour, which is about an hour long, and it blew me away. The cave is 20 million years old. That's right. When your great-great-great-grandparents were still figuring out how to cross the prairie, this cave was already ancient. The formations are massive, like stalactites, stalagmites, flowstones, and ceilings that look like dripping wax frozen in time. Just a heads up though, it's very humid and there are a lot of stairs and it's damp. So maybe don't wear your brand new white sneakers unless you want them to be cave chic. And if caves aren't your thing, they've also got a drive-through wildlife safari on site, so you can go from stalactites to zebras in the same afternoon. If you want to mix in a little nature, science, and adrenaline into your San Antonio trip, Natural Bridge Caverns is a must. It's a family-friendly, super accessible, and great way to escape the Texas heat because honestly, a cave is just nature's air conditioning. Now, beyond eating and drinking, though honestly that right there could be a whole trip, San Antonio has some gems you shouldn't miss. Next up, San Antonio Missions National Historical Park. These 4 Spanish colonial missions are beautifully preserved and tell the story of how San Antonio came to be. It's actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so yes, that's kind of a big deal. There's also the Tower of the Americas. Built for the 1968 World's Fair, this 750-foot tower gives you sweeping views of the city. There's even a revolving restaurant at the top if you want to spin slowly while you eat. And who doesn't? Are you looking for some peace? Visit the Japanese Tea Garden. This is my reset button spot. It's calm, gorgeous, it has koi ponds with stone bridges, and it used to be a rock quarry before someone said, hey, let's add Zen vibes. They nailed it. King William Historic District. Just south of downtown, this neighborhood is packed with gorgeous 19th century homes. It reminds me of New Orleans' Garden District. It's leafy, quiet, and it's the perfect antidote to the Riverwalk crowds. Last and not least, the Haunted Dollhouse Museum. Hear me out. Creepy dolls, haunted energy, possibly some nightmares. But if you love the spooky side of life, this place is unforgettable. Just maybe don't bring your kids unless you want them to sleep with the lights on for the next decade. And if you're here during festival season, jackpot. Fiesta San Antonio in April is like a citywide explosion of color, parades, and music. And in December, San Antonio turns into a holiday wonderland with lights along the Riverwalk and events everywhere. So there you have it. San Antonio in a few days. Tacos that slap, history that shaped Texas, and enough unique attractions to keep you entertained. Whether you're a history buff, foodie, or haunted doll enthusiast, San Antonio delivers. It's a big city with a small town feel, walkable streets, and a little something for everyone. Just don't expect the river to be rushing anywhere fast. It's San Antonio, honey. They like to take their time. If you've been here before, hit me up with your favorite spots. And if you haven't, don't wait until retirement. Go now, because the fajitas are sizzling, the margaritas are cold, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Well, that's it for San Antonio. Have you been? What is your favorite part? I would love to hear from you and see your pictures. Find me on Instagram at the.great.escape.podcast and send me a message. And remember the Alamo. Remember to hit subscribe so that you can follow along and dream big for your journeys on the Great Escape. See you next time, adventurers.